Hello everybody and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Seasons. I hope you've all been doing really well. And why do we have a magic potion? That's weird. All that stuff. Essentially, the game didn't save, or rather, I didn't save the game. So all of that precious progression was just removed. 'Cause screw us. But that's fine. So what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to be continuing onward. I'm going to basically wait until maybe the 7th, probably the 8th dungeon to really focus on getting the final 2 heart pieces, because if you don't know, Dungeon 7 to / Dungeon 8 is when you get the last 2 mandatory ones, like the ones that you have to get by doing certain things. So like location ones. Because the last 2, one of them is in a Gacha Seed location, and the other one is in another location like that. So we can't obviously go to those. We can't, like, those are RNG. Those are just dependent on what the game wants to give us. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna force them out. But yeah, I hope everyone will enjoy. I'm pretty excited. We get to go to a really nice, soothing area, the Tarm Ruins. X, circle, square, and triangle. These are the ingredients chosen to make the perfect controller. Well, welcome to Tarm Ruins, a really fun and interesting little puzzle. I believe we go up. I believe we go up first. This is the only time we essentially get this puzzle. What is it again? Yeah, you do that. That's right. Yeah, you have to do that first. And then you go down here. And then you make it, I think, winter. So then it allows you to do that. Yeah. And then you can, bravo, do that. Oh, right. I think you also meant to do the other one as well. Come on. Go. And then that makes it that you can do it at any time, anywhere. I personally want to get these treasures that are over yonder. Jesus. Sometimes, man, enemies are just freaking crazy. And here is the man, the dude, who you have to beat the fuck out of, apparently. I surrender. In return, I offer my advice. If you're lost in the words travel west, then south, then east, then north, each step taking a warmer season. Oh my god, why is the game lagging? Oh, I know why it is. It's because we have fucking YouTube up. And everyone knows if you have freaking not Internet Explorer for me, but if you have anything running on your PC and you try to fucking record shit, like, it will not work. That's why I hate fucking these dudes. It's just that it's all angle based that annoys me. However, we now have that. I already knew that, but I want to kind of show off mostly every single thing I can. So something like that is fine. The thing that's funny about this area is that there's a lot of fucking like-likes. So if you really like like-likes, then I'm sure that you'll like this area. There's just consistently full of like-likes. Like, I understand that you may not like that, but at the end of the day, I like like-likes, so therefore this area that is somewhere I like, because I like all the like-likes. Sure, we'll get healed 1 heart. It's like that meme where it's like, yo dog, I heard you like, so put a like in a like. Hope you like it. However, very shortly, things will be going better for us. I do believe this is another shrubbery boy. Yes, it is. Do dee dee dee. It's staring at your phonograph. Play it, of course. Dee, what a tune! I love it! I'll teach you the way to my secret spot. If the temperatures rise as you go far to the west, you'll find it. So obviously, so the entire thing is that you start with winter, then autumn, then spring, then summer, going either west, down, south, north. You know, essentially, there's like it's very particular. So winter, then autumn. Then spring, and finally, summer. And you get the Sacred Noble Sword. I thought it was the Master Sword, but I guess you get that later? It's, okay. So, right now, it's this way, then autumn down. So the entire point of this thing is that if you go left, you actually go back to the starting area. So the entire point of this is, you know, you've got it right if when you go east, that it works. So boom, we now know that it's worked. You know, it's pretty simple. We shouldn't really be fucking it up. And then boom, just don't touch these statue guys. Yet again, don't touch the statue guys. No, we need autumn. Because we need to be able to... Oh, wait, no. So it's summer for those guys. But this entire area, it really drills in the idea of like, man, I would love to have like an entire area be based around this gimmick. It would be so fucking, like, could you imagine a dungeon where you're inside, like this like beautiful nature area, and you have to like navigate through this like forest, like essentially like a Deku tree, but like fucking for this game. It would be so good. Because it just works with the seasons idea. So that Gacha Seed is really useful because there's actually a Gacha Seed location here in this area, and I believe it's one of the best spots for the heart piece. I'm not sure though if it is... Whew, okay. I'm not sure if it's on this tile or on the next. The only problem. I think it's on the next. There it is. Plant. That's right. Now we need winter to progress. But yeah, I love this area so much. It's so interesting. It's so nice. It has a nice like beginning area to it. The music is very pretty as well. I feel like that's a really big seller for a great area in Zelda, is just how good is the music. Because if you can listen to the music and just enjoy it, there's people who've done mixes of this song, that's like really fucking good, and stuff like that. We want to come up here first because we need to move this out of the way. And then we can change it to spring, shoot up. And then the flowers are in bloom, so now things will actually work. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a dude here that gives you money, and it's an actual money guy, it isn't a fuck off guy. No, it's a fuck off guy. I hate that there's cat people like that in this game. Like, I understand, like, oh, whatever, whatever. But so late into the game, it just feels like, come on. Like, it's funny to do that kind of like in the start of the game. Because then you're like, oh yeah, right, yeah, that's a thing. But like, at this point, it's kind of just like, it's been so long. And you've just made me have to spend a lot of rupees to get to this ancient ruins, so it's kind of silly. And if you do it after the ancient ruins, like there's a moment in this dungeon where you can get a bunch of money. So it can feel even more like a slap in the face. Like, here's all this free money, we're taking it away. Whew. I love the theme of this dungeon. But yeah. Time for the ancient tombs of the Tarn ruins. There's actually a Skyrim mod, and I do want to do a challenge run or something of Skyrim. Probably just a challenge run. I don't think people would really want to watch a playthrough of Skyrim in our year, fucking 2024. But here it is. Just a little simple area, just filled with money. Not as cool IMO as the other one, the one in Dungeon 2. The Dungeon 2 one is just way more interesting. Because it has green rupees, and like that's the only area where you will ever see green rupees. So it kind of has that like little special interaction with it, where it's like, oh man, green rupees, that's awesome. Yes, this is also one of the only dungeons that actually makes good use of the spinnies in Seasons. A blue pea chest. Right, in the entire point, I think this dungeon is probably one of the most well-designed dungeons. 7 has a lot of weird annoyances with it. Where, in the 7th dungeon, you have to do things in a very weird way. Or you really want to have, like, certain, I really don't know why. Recording a game eats up like 95% of a computer's like CPU. I really don't. Dungeon map. So yeah, as you see, it's one of these dungeons. Pretty cool. 10 rupees. The thing that's cool about this dungeon is there's a lot of like tricks and traps. I wonder how we're gonna get to there. One thing that's nice at this point is that we can do that. Yet again, if a season slash Aegis slash seasons thing were around, I could just do like here, shoot it, bing, bang, boom, hit that with the seed shooter. I don't know why it's like not running well. It's like overly irritating to me. Okay, so now that we've unlocked this area, essentially the entire point is that of this dungeon, this starting part of this dungeon, rather, I should say, is that you want this So we can't go in it right now. But we want it to be able to be so we go left here. That doesn't seem right. This is probably what we're looking for. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is like one of the best uses of the magnet gloves in the game. Such a clever little puzzle, this one. Ding, we get a key. So now that we have the key, the rest of this works a lot better. So I think with the key we can just straight up go to the top floor now. There we go. So cleared all of those. Right. Of course, that would have to overcomplicate my pain. However, also doesn't, because it means we can now go to the top this way. Okay, that's not too bad. I was thinking that, like, that door was closed the entire time when I was trying to do my mental math of the entire dungeon. I think the reason why I like this dungeon a lot is because it's the one of the dungeons I don't get to play as much. Dungeon 7, sometimes randomizers will just have you do that dungeon really early, because there's a few different ways you can kind of get to that location that are a bit crazy and silly. Literally just a room that says, do you have the magnet glove? First little instance of this, again, since Dungeon 3, the fall down and die pit. Shield boys, which is the actual pain. If you got your shield eaten, you can't really deal with these guys. Well, you can actually use your shovel. You always have the shovel to deal with them. But the game doesn't really tell you that you can do that trick, so I can assure you for most people they would not be doing that. Okay, awesome. Well, we have another key now, which is good for us. But the thing is, like, this dungeon is very linear, but it's linear in such a fun way. Like, it doesn't feel like linear in a bad way. It doesn't feel like, oh man, you just do the same thing every single time you do the dungeon. It feels like, oh man, we're really having an adventure with this one. Using that just to get down a bit quicker. And I'm hoping that one of these ropes just, nope, okay. Oh, there's another rope somewhere. Back here. Okay. I do actually want to kill these keys because I really don't want to have to deal with them. Also known as I want to get hearts. So, I really wish I had the regeneration ring. It's so freaking, like, insanely powerful. Like, just being able to heal passively and then just switch to a different ring at some point, like, it's so good. One thing that should not be understated is now we can do this. It is so insanely nice to be able to do that. 6th dungeon, though, is like a kind of whack time to be able to get an upgrade like that. Yeah, we want to go westward. That's the thing about this dungeon, is you have to... Because of that one tiny little bit of like, oh yeah, but you have to do it in this way. It does make you have to think just that bit where it's not like as handholdy. Like, and that's the thing I like about it. It's like, Dungeon 5 is like super handholdy, and Dungeon 4 is so linear that it's like there's nothing you can do. It's just a chokehold. But this one, there's like legitimate things you do. So it feels a lot more better because of that. Now I know for sure the way I want to do this one. Okay, so this is a fun little puzzle. The only problem is I don't know if you need a key for this next area immediately. I wonder what that tells us about this room. I'm gonna try bombing the bottom. Oh. Legit just a cracked wall. Random booby-trapped 5 rupee chest. Just for the funsies. Fucking, I know it doesn't matter, but I want it. It matters mentally. And the mental game is half the battle. Are we sure that's all this room is for? I somehow doubt that. I just mentally, I just don't feel like that is the way that it works. Okay, well I guess I was wrong. Fucking Zelda Seasons logic. You will fucking randomly do this thing and you will like it. I'm just gonna trust the developers on this one. Developers are telling me to go one way, I'm gonna kind of inclined to trust them for the start of it. Yeah. Yeah, nah, that was definitely the right decision. Gimme. There we go, got him. That does go to an area we haven't been to yet, but I wanna... Right, here we go. So we don't have the boomerang, however we go straight to the magic boomerang. Which is something awesome, so even if you don't have the boomerang, because of the way that the game works, is it just straight up does this for you. And now we have the best weapon in the game. Essentially the best weapon in the game. Massive hitbox, you can control it. I'll try to... Yeah, you can control it. With the D-pad. You can do a lot of crazy stuff with it. It's super cool. I love the design as well. we go down here, get a sneak peek of some areas, and then, hey, I think I remember an area where we needed a way to be able to hit an object a bit further away. Wait. I can do this. Yeah, we got him. I expected it to deal damage, honestly. I'm so dumb, I legitimately thought of a Zelda Ages thing and said, hey wait, if we didn't get the boomerang, why didn't we have to collect it from the Tokay? Such an idiot. However, the main thing is that all the annoying enemies are killed by this thing. And just like in Terraria logic, the closer you are, the more DPS you get with it. But obviously, Terraria does not have the same logic of the I win factor that Zelda does. Hello. Present time! Being able to kill those guys without any hassle is nice. Ooh. Oh my god, everything. Fuck off for a second. I do think there is something about that later. Oh, you're right. You can now do this straight up. We don't have the ability to do that yet, so. Ooh, that was a clean dodge there. Yet again. So that's just to go back up if we need to. Which does tell me that this area is probably just self-contained. There we go. Let's get a little bit more health. I feel like a mini boss is happening soon. This one, right. So this is a really cute little thing. So all it is just a little test of your accuracy, so yeah. It's just a cute little way to be like, hey look, we're doing something interesting. I think yet again though it's another Via fight, so that's not gonna be fun. Right. That's right. No. This is the funnest fucking part of this game. So fun. I love that so much. It's so cool. And we got the boss key. Huh, I guess we were going through that remarkably fast. I mean, we did get the dungeon item a bit ago. There we go, that's the link. Oh wait, no, that's a link to a different area. Don't tell me that, like, we're gonna get really close to the end in this one episode. That'd be insane. Is it another? Okay, thank God. Well. Right, that's awesome. That's sick. Okay. Well, I hope you all liked this episode so far. I'm going to end this one here, and we're going to continue off in the next episode. I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.